Welcome back to Championship Saturday, presented by Pro Shingle. We've seen 2 big NWA championship matches so far, and now it's time for the 10 pounds of gold.
Up next, NWA World Champion Nick Aldis defends his title against Peter Avalon in our Dave & Buster's Match of the Week.
This confrontation is from AZ 150 last year, and it's a classic.
It is main event time, and what an atmosphere in the Nile Theater. Championship Wrestling from Arizona, and there you see him, the challenger, producer, Peter Avalon, looking to make history. A match 14 months in the making for him. In the past, thought he had a date with Destiny with Nick Aldis for the 10 pounds of gold. That was in Nick Aldis's original title reign. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Aldis is once again the champ, and this time, Avalon's got a shot.
Producer Peter Avalon has been waiting a very long time for this opportunity. Is today at AZ 150, the main event of AZ 150, his date with Destiny with the NWA World Championship.
Look at him, it's producer Peter Avalon. If anybody can take that belt off of the national treasure, Nick Aldis, it is that man in the ring right now.
Championship Wrestling from Arizona. I am your producer, Peter Avalon. This match is more than 1 year in the making for me. Back in July, I'll admit, the match was just for me. But then he didn't show up. It angered me. It angered me because it felt not only a slap to my face, not only a slap to my partner's face, not only a slap to the United Wrestling Network, but a damn slap to each and every one of your faces. I consider myself a selfish guy, but this is my TV show. And when you mess with my TV show, they're messing with each and every one of you, and I don't like that. So tonight, all of us here, we're going to make it PPA all day. And I'm going to bring that NWA World Championship not only to Arizona, but I'm going to bring it to the library, baby.
There he is, the reigning, defending NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, the national treasure, Nick Aldis, stepping into hostile territory after the words of producer Peter Avalon. But quite frankly, that is what the world's champion has to bear. You're going to go in to unfamiliar territory. You got to defend that title all over the globe, and the national treasure has done that time in, time out. Can he do it right here in Arizona?
You know, Todd, the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship has never changed hands in the state of Arizona. Today could be a very historic day in the history of not only Championship Wrestling from Arizona, but professional wrestling as a whole. The NWA World's Heavyweight Championship could change hands for the first time in the state of Arizona today.
What history that would be. But ice water running through the veins of Aldis. It might be business as usual for him as we get set for this incredible clash for the 10 pounds of gold. Here to set the stage, ring announcer Ben Barnes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event. The following contest is co-sanctioned by the United Wrestling Network and the National Wrestling Alliance, and it is for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger to my right, hailing from Carson City, Nevada, weighing in at 190 pounds, producer Peter Avalon. And his opponent, hailing from Kings Lynn, England, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the National Treasure, Nick Aldis!
This match is for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. We went over the rules in the back, but once again, should I reach a 5 on a count, you will be disqualified. The only way that the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship can change hands is by pinfall or submission. Gentlemen, do you understand the rules as I've read them to you? Then please return to your corners and await my instruction.
The formalities are out of the way, and when we return, the legendary 10 pounds of gold will be on the line.
Your neighbor just called and said you need a roof shampoo. Our patented green eco-friendly roof cleaning solution is perfect for your shingles. Call now for a free quote, 901-258-6503.
So you could have chocolate, you could have a marshmallow, you could have a graham cracker.
But they're just ingredients.
Yes, until you actually melt them together.
Turn up the heat.
They're not a s'more.
No.
This is a s'more.
Toasted s'more shake.
It's the biggest disgrace in wrestling history.
An untrained actor wins most prestigious championship.
His involvement in wrestling hurt his career.
I want to clear my name and honor wrestling.
2 years ago, it's a heart attack. A year later, it's a death match. What does that mean for next year?
One last time, I have to really prove myself.
The all-new Championship Wrestling podcast is presented by Be Free CBD.
We're creating a brand new show called United Wrestling Network Live. So the WWE is live and AEW is live.
Right.
We are the only other live pro wrestling show that'll be available on television.
BeFreeCBD.com joins forces with Championship Wrestling to help you be and feel your best.
This week only, join us for Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle at 11 a.m.
Luchasaurus is in action, plus Aldis versus Cabana for the NWA 10 pounds of gold.
That's Saturday, 11 a.m. right here on CW30 Memphis.
It's time for the Dave and Buster's Match of the Week. Watch WWE SummerSlam at Dave and Buster's tomorrow night. It's free, plus you can win prizes. Let's head back to ringside.
Welcome back to the action. NWA World's Heavyweight Championship on the line. Home turf crowd, home field advantage for the challenger. Producer Peter Avalon in a big way.
Absolutely, Todd. You just heard the AZ Crazies. There's the bell. The matchup officially underway. The NWA World's Heavyweight Championship on the line in the world-famous Nile Theater. Dan Joseph, how you feeling, buddy?
I mean, this is exciting. I have been waiting over a year to see one of my favorites go up against another one of my favorites, PPA and the National Treasure.
Avalon got a little shot across the bow in recent action, victorious in a six-man tag team match in which Avalon teamed with Ricky Starks and the Outlaw James Storm against World's Champion Nick Aldis and the United Tag Team Champs, the Soul Burners. So some important momentum for the challenger coming in to this title clash. Top wrist lock takedown, beautifully done by the champ.
Well, you got to wonder, Todd, and Dan as well, how much knowledge did Peter Avalon take from that six-man match? How much did he learn by standing across the ring from Nick Aldis?
6-man match. I'm talking about the last year. We have been watching Aldis. We have been watching him have match after match against opponent after opponent. And if we've been watching it, you know that, man. Peter Avalon has been watching it, learning.
Fundamental thus far in this one. Nice reversal by Aldis.
Fighting through the strength of the champion is Peter Avalon.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine that Peter Avalon's been spending a lot of time with his video library checking out what Aldis has been up to over the last year.
Head scissors counter there by the challenger into the headlock, takedown, counter immediately. Square one for these two, and a great reception. AZ Crazy's loving the action thus far. Now, despite the words of Peter Avalon, it must be mentioned that the National Treasure didn't duck Avalon. There was a travel conflict, and that, of course, then ended up being the catalyst for what was an incredible heated rivalry between producer Peter Avalon and former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Tim Storm.
But we all saw how that culminated for producer Peter Avalon, how that ended at NWA 70. Not exactly the way that Nico Marquez and producer Peter Avalon had in mind. So hopefully, for Peter's sake, it'll be a different result today against the National Treasure when the NWA World's Championship is on the line.
Fireman's carry. Yeah, you might say that NWA 70 match left a bad taste in the mouth of Peter Avalon, but Avalon holds 2 victories over the former champ as well. The pace quickens here, Dan Joseph, and that might favor Avalon.
Yeah, you're watching that speed of Avalon. He's gone a lot of times. Hold, gets a headlock, brings down the champ, but the champ using his power. Every time Avalon takes him over, it's not too much longer, the National Treasure reverses it. You just keep watching. Avalon's got to keep using that speed. Eventually, he'll catch something that'll really start working.
Dan, in the early moments of this matchup, this seems like almost like a bit of a feeling out process between these two.
Well, I mean, they've been looking at each other for over a year, but they haven't really been in there. Yes, the 6-man tag. Didn't spend a lot of time, not a ton in there together.
Well, they're both well-traveled veterans and professionals. You don't want to make a pivotal early mistake because you're into the cover, shifts the weight, because your opponent will absolutely capitalize and make you pay for it here. So keeping it rudimentary in the early going until perhaps you see that window of opportunity to really kick it into high gear.
And you know, Todd, you brought up an interesting fact earlier about how when the National Treasure was supposed to be here a year ago to defend the NWA World's title in his initial reign, that was the same year that he went to China for the first time and defended the NWA World's Championship. Since that time, Peter Avalon has gone on to China and defended championships and wrestled over there. So these two very much on a similar trajectory in their careers.
Would you be quiet for a second? Did you just watch Peter Avalon trading blows with the champ, going toe-to-toe and having the advantage?
Well, I just watched Peter Avalon damn near get decapitated by the champ.
That might be a losing proposition if you go toe-to-toe in a physical battle with that man, the National Treasure. Huge clothesline, and that might the first real big meaningful strike of the matchup. That's that window of opportunity we talked about. Advantage Aldis.
Ooh. This is, we'll see the size advantages right here. Now that the pace has slowed down, you're looking at the power, the strength. Set him up, throw him where you want. Wow.
A lot of leverage behind that Irish whip, and the challenger just crumbling to the canvas.
Well, we heard it during the tail of the tape, about a 40-pound weight difference between these two competitors. You got to wonder how that is going to come into play. And, of course, also, you take a look at these two when they stand eye to eye. Aldis has about maybe a 2-inch height difference against Peter Avalon. That's also going to transfer to that arm reach as well, as you know, Todd.
No doubt about it. And, yeah, Avalon's going to have to get inside of that, attack from angles. Both guys trading chops with the 10 pounds of gold hanging in the balance. A wild atmosphere here in Arizona. This crowd, the AZ Crazies as you call them, all kinds of fired up.
You heard him. You heard Avalon in the beginning. Before this match started, he wants all this. He wanted him here, and now he wants him here in Arizona. Not just for him, but for everybody that's been waiting for this match. He's fighting for more than just himself right now.
Oh, he's fighting for all the AZ Crazies here in the Nile Theater and all of them watching at home.
He's going to be fighting for breath after that, quite frankly. Another big Irish whip into the corner by the physically dominant National Treasure, who has had just a straightforward attack now.
You see, again, whenever Avalon's got the advantage, it doesn't take much, but the power and strength of the National Treasure. able to reverse almost everything that Avalon's been throwing at him.
Nice vertical suplex there from the world's champ, and a kick out by the challenger.
Signature offense there for Nick Aldis. So effortless. He gets it into that one-arm lift, drops you down with that vertical suplex, and then lures you right back in. You know, it's frying pan fire. He'll go from high impact, and then he'll absolutely sap the strength. And this is going to try and take the crowd out of the equation as well. So smart heads-up move here by the champ.
Well, it seems, Todd, like the champ walked into this matchup with a game plan, with some marching orders for himself. You talked about it earlier, ice water in the veins. It could be just business as usual for the champ. It's going to be on the challenger to put him on his heels here.
Well, he's doing a good job of making Avalon fight his battle. A lot of strikes, a lot of hits, a lot of power in this.
The champion dropping down the knee, goes for the cover. Is that going to be enough? Not yet, but the champion in the driver's seat, throwing the challenger to the outside. This battle for the 10 pounds of gold continues right after this.
From all of us at CW30, we want to thank you for making us #1 in your homes and now nationwide.
We can proudly say that we are the #1 CW station in the country, and it's all thanks to you.
Thanks for sticking by us. We'll continue to bring you great shows you want to see.
This portion of Championship Wrestling is presented by Platinum Jewelers.
When you go to buy your next diamond or watch, shop local like we do. Shop Platinum Jewelers.
We aren't the only ones who prefer Platinum Jewelers.
What's up, Memphis? This is Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Grizzlies, encouraging you all to shop where I shop, Platinum Jewelers here in Memphis. 545 Perkins Extended in East Memphis. The other is 9387 Poplar next to Fresh Market in Germantown. Go to my spot, Platinum Jewelers.
Championship Wrestling joins forces with Grind City Designs to bring you the all-new Championship Wrestling shop. All styles, all sizes, featuring the legends of classic Memphis wrestling. Pickup or delivery. Dave & Buster's is the coolest place to eat, drink, play, and watch WWE SummerSlam. Sunday, August 23rd, it's free. Plus, you can win prizes. Dave & Buster's Wolf Chase.
Mask Up Memphis. Protect yourself and others from COVID-19 by wearing a mask.
That's right, just like this.
No, Dustin. No.
I got it, hold on.
Are you trying to get this wrong? The proper way to wear a mask is to cover your nose and your mouth. There you go. Prevent the spread. Mask up, Memphis.
Pro Shingle has a deal for you. For the next 14 days, Pro Shingle will pay your insurance deductible up to $1,000 on a complete roof replacement. It's the simple choice. Go to ProShingle.com or call 901-258-6503.
Join us for a special tribute to the career and legacy of superstar Bill Dundee. Sunday, September 20th at Growlers. Limited tickets on sale now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to this marquee matchup. The challenger producer, Peter Avalon, trying to make history by winning the NWA World's Heavyweight title. The first time the title would change place in Arizona if it happens, but not so fast. The champ in control thus far. Todd Kennelly, Dan Joseph, John Roberts here with the call of the action.
And gentlemen, throughout the entire commercial break, I mean, we all saw it. The champion continuing to execute a game plan in control of the challenger all throughout the commercial break.
It's been stoic, it's been methodical, but it's been an attempt to take the crowd out of this thing, to just control, to use his advantages, size and strength. Those are tough numbers to nullify, and the champion knows it, and he's doing it to perfection at this moment.
Well, there's a reason that he's a two-time NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Nick Aldis knows what it takes to not only win the title, but retain it at all costs.
That size, that strength. He is making Avalon fight his battle. We haven't seen the speed come out of Avalon. We haven't seen any real tricky, nothing. It's been fighting, hitting, kicking, grabbing a hold and trying to wrench it in. That's Aldis all over.
Nice back elbow there from the challenger. Todd, that could be the moment he needs.
Oh, look out here. Uh-oh, Mac Daddy Driver. Mac Daddy Driver, little throwback, and only a count of 2 throughout his storied career. That was his go-to weapon of choice in the early stages. He's added so many levels since then, but he can catch you in a hurry and almost got the victory with it.
Look at that, immediately. Little spark from Avalon, immediately shut down by Aldis and then locked in. Like you said, taking out Avalon, taking out the crowd, or trying to at least.
Well, magnificent of the National Treasure to dip deep into the playbook and pull something out from the past and utilize it right there.
And the bigger champion now, he allows himself to stay fresh. He did the damage with the Mag Daddy driver, but then slowing the pace back down, but creating some distance right now is the challenger, who's got a whole lot of fight left, it would seem. Well,
too big.
On the
Too big is that champion.
Again, you know, we talked about it, a near 40-pound weight difference between challenger and champion. But look at Peter Avalon utilizing his agility. Beautiful drop kick there.
And utilizing the home field advantage. Now picking up the pace, dive to the outside. The National Treasure goes down, and he might go bankrupt here if Avalon can keep it up.
The crazies come to life here in the world-famous Nile Theater in support of producer Peter Avalon. PPA, all day with a crossbody, a hook of the leg. We're going to crown a new champion, no.
Look at that. After the big dive to the outside, wasting no time as Avalon, right to the springboard, right to the crossbody, and now trying to end this. But look how big Aldis is.
Aldis able to counter out of that. Just so much strength, so much power after the springboard crossbody by the challenger. Attempted single.
Oh, wait, inside cradle.
Inside cradle indeed. Nice reversal. Two great veterans going at it. Oh, my goodness. The human game of chess here for the 10 pounds of gold. You got to love it. Oh, really going to cinch it in now.
It could come down to a battle of submissions. Look at this. PPA with the golden arch locked in.
Got that golden arch. Both champion and challenger well versed when it comes to submissions. The Kingsland Cloverleaf for Aldis, but the golden arch here on display by the challenger. He's really got to squat down and apply the pressure though.
Look at that reach of Aldis. He's in the center of the ring and he's grabbing the ropes. Big, tall champion able to get out of that single leg crab.
Dan Joseph, at this point, what is it going to take for the challenger to walk away with the NWA World Championship?
Stay on him. Stay on him. There you go. Don't give Aldis a chance to breathe.
And to you, Todd Kennelly, what is it going to take for the champion to retain the 10 pounds of gold?
Well, this might do it right here. Tombstone pile driver. A little trick out of the playbook of the Dynamite Kid, one of Aldis's idols, and lays out producer Peter Avalon. Aldis loves to follow it up with the elbow. That's got to be what he has in mind. And now not going to a lock at this point, not slowing down the pace. Now the champion wants to finish this thing, drops the elbow to perfection, gonna put it on ice. Not yet.
Don't pop the champagne yet. Aldis not able to put away producer Peter Avalon right there. And now look at this, disbelief in the eyes of the champion. He's probably wondering to himself, what is it gonna take to put away Avalon?
Aldis with that, two of his primary weapons, the tombstone, the elbow. He was not able to silence the crowd just yet, not able to shush the fight of his challenger.
Oh, what has the National Treasure got in mind here, Todd?
Well, he's kind of going into unfamiliar territory here, and this is maybe somewhat of an act of desperation. It goes to show you how seriously Aldis takes the challenger. Countering though now,
quick as a cat,
superplex.
Quick as a cat is Avalon. And now, Todd, he's going up to the high rent.
Huge splash. Two.
Incredible hang time on that splash. Dan Joseph almost looked like we were in slow motion. He was up there for so long before coming crashing down, but the power still there for the champion.
You look at that. Shot after shot.
Oh, Martinez! There it is! New champion. History's going to be made in Arizona for the first time now.
Peter Avalon is pulling out all the stops in this NWA World's Championship match.
But look at all this to his feet already. Look at the champ.
This has been a war of attrition. Caught again. I think he was thinking tombstone again, but fought off. Thwarted by the challenger. Nobody home there with that attempt from the top. Look out here, he got caught.
Oh no!
Oh, gonna take him on a one-way trip to Kingsland. Kingsland Cloverleaf is in.
Oh no, Peter Peter Avalon in danger here of losing this opportunity. The champ in control. The NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Is he going to retain? Is the challenger going to tap?
No. A size advantage. Avalon.
And that champion
Your
retains.
winner of the match and still the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis.
Incredible gutsy victory for Aldis, who had to step into a hostile territory, and as we mentioned, business as usual. Let's take a look back at the action.
This instant replay is brought to you by Dave & Buster's. Don't forget, watch WWE SummerSlam with us tomorrow night. It's free to watch. Plus, you can win prizes. That's Dave & Buster's Wolf Chase.
The big splash, what hang time by the challenger, who came within an eyelash of making history, but in the end, he got locked in that Kingsland cloverleaf, and there was nowhere to go.
You saw it was a tale of sizes. Avalon had the single leg and wasn't able to keep Aldis in the center, but that size advantage, as soon as Avalon got near the ropes, just dragged right back, dead center, nowhere to go.
And Aldis laid it all on the line. He pulled out every trick, and in the end, he was able to remain victorious and NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
Unbelievable, a thriller in Phoenix. The NWA World's Heavyweight Champion gonna escape with the 10 pounds of gold in tow, but he had to earn it.
Welcome back. Championship Saturday is in the books. Thanks for joining us.
Catch us each and every Saturday at high noon right here on CW30 Memphis and YouTube Premiere.